difficulty with hand-eye coordination, balance, and spatial awareness, leading to bumping into things. So, motor skills nga. So, syempre, tayo ulit na normal. Nakikita natin or nasa sight natin na mabuti yung mga bagay-bagay. Syempre, hindi tayo nababump, ganun, or hindi tayo nagkakamali sa mga ginagawa natin. Pero sa mga may low vision, syempre, motor skills yan. Kunwari, blurred yung vision mo. So, kunwari, kapag gabi, tapos blurred yung vision mo, syempre, hindi mo nasa sight kung ano talaga yung meron dun sa isang place. Kaya, mas prone sila sa mga bumping, ganun, or nauuntog sa mga things, ganun. Syempre, hindi nila masyadong nakikita ito kasi, syempre, blurred yung paningin nila at hindi nila nakikita ng clearly. So, prone sila sa mga untog na ganyan. Doon din sa spatial awareness, syempre, hindi din nila, hindi sila nagiging aware. Kunwari, binati mo sila, ganun. Or something na nakasalmo sa daan, tapos di ka nila pinati pabalik. Huwag kang ma-offend, syempre. Baka baka blurred lang yung paningin nila, ganun. Syempre, hindi nila nakikilala kung sino yung nasa paligid nila. Though maririnig naman, pero kapag blurred naman yung vision mo, syempre hindi ka nila makikilala kung sino yung nag-hi sa kanila or sino yung bumate. Syempre, ignore ka talaga ng mga yan. So, huwag kang masasaktan.
Characteristic. Learner with visual impairments may show difficulties when reading object recognition and spatial awareness, including reduced visual acuity, blur vision, tunnel vision, light sensitivity, and night blindness. Causes of visual impairments. Number 1. Reduced visual acuity. The number 1 cause is astigmatism. Number 2. Blur vision. The number 1 cause of blur vision is cataracts. Number 3. Tunnel vision. The number 1 cause of tunnel vision is glaucoma. Number 4. Light sensitivity. The number 1 cause of light sensitivity is migraines. And number 2, dry eyes. Number 5, night blindness. The number 1 cause is deficiency and lack of vitamins.
So this is the support and strategies. Multisensory approach. The multisensory approach provides multiple channels for information and aiding children with visual and oral difficulties such as learning vocabulary, words through sight, sound, and finger trace. So the example of that is like in the reading. They using letter tiles, tracing letters in sand, or acting out words. Sa math naman, they use using manipulatives like block counters, drawing diagram, or acting out math problems. And pwede din sa science, like conducting experiment, creating models, or drawing diagrams or experiments, and pwede din sa social studies, katulad ng creating maps, timelines, role-playing historical events, ganun. So the multi-sensory approach enhances learning by incorporating diverse styles and enhancing understanding, requiring more planning and resources, but its benefits are worth the investment. Next is Braille and Tactile Graphics. So, sino nga ba ang may mga gumagamit ng Braille? So, ang mga gumagamit ng Braille is yung mga blind and visually handicapped persons utilize Braille. Tactile writing method. It is a code that uses patterns of raised dots to represent letters, numbers, and punctuation marks, rather than a language in and of itself. A 6-dot cell has these dots and various combination of phrase. So, yung Braille is may mga patterns ito upang kahit na kinakapa nila ay malalaman nila kung anong number yun, yung pattern na yun, or kung anong letter. So, doon nila na-express yung kanilang pagbabasa sa mga letters na na meron tayo. Kahit na sila ay blind or visually handicapped, ay may mga magagawa pa rin sila sa pag-aaral upang may lalo silang may mga matutunan. Next, seating and lighting. Ano nga ba ang seating and lighting? This includes chairs and other seating options designed to support students' specific needs, such as those with mobility limitations, postural challenges, or sensory sensitivities. Example includes chairs with adjustable height and support, wobble chairs, therapy balls, and beanbag. Ang seating and lighting is ito yung organize or pag-gather sa mga mag-aaral na may problema sa paglalakad, like kung yung student ba ay may wheelchair, kung saan ilalagay or kung saan siya mas komportable. So, careful consideration of seating and lighting is essential for creating inclusive and effective SPED classrooms by providing appropriate seating and lighting solutions. Educators can significantly improve students' comfort, focus, and overall learning experience. Next is assistive technology. What is assistive technology? Assistive technology encompasses a wide range of tools, software, and services designed to help individuals with disabilities perform tasks that would otherwise be difficult or impossible. It aims to promote independence, participation, and overall well-being. So, ano nga ba ang example ng assistive technology? Ito yung may mga like sa physical disabilities, yung may mga wheelchairs, adaptive clothing, and prosthetic limbs. And sa visual impairment naman is like screen readers, braille displays, and large print materials. And then sa hearing impairments, like hearing aids, assistive listening device, and captioning software. So, assistive technology is a powerful tool for empowering individuals with disabilities and promoting their full participation in society. Continued innovation, improved accessibility, and equitable distribution are crucial for maximizing its positive impact. Magnification software. Magnification software enhances on-screen visibility for individuals with low vision by enlarging text and images. Key features include adjustable zoom levels, customizable visual settings, and support for multiple monitors, improving accessibility and user experience. Popular options include ZoomText and SoftwareNova. Closed-circuit television or CCTV is a video surveillance system for security, transmitting signals to a limited audience through a closed network. Components include cameras, cables or wireless links, recording devices, and monitors. CCTV application span security, traffic monitoring, industrial settings, and retail. Privacy concerns arise from its widespread use, prompting debates on balancing security with individual rights amid evolving technology. Audio recording devices. An audio recording device captures sound, converting it into digital or analog formats. Type include digital voice recorders, multi-track recorders, field recorders, and cassette recorders. Key consideration for choosing one are sound quality, features, portability, storage capacity, and compatibility with other devices. Smart cane and guide dog. Smart canes and guide dogs enhance mobility for the visual impaired in distinct ways. Smart canes use sensors for obstacles detection and may include advanced features, while guide dogs provide companionship and navigate environments, requiring training and a bond with their handlers. Accessible e-reader. An accessible e-reader is an electronic device designed to allow individuals with visual impairments or other disabilities to easily read digital books and other electronic content. Accessibility features are crucial to ensuring equal access to information and entertainment.
In conclusion, learners with visual impairment face unique challenges that significantly affect their educational experiences and participation in academic activities. These challenges can stem from various causes, including genetic factors, injuries and infections, degenerative conditions, and premature birth, to signs and symptoms of visual impairment such as difficulties with visual acuity, reading, and spatial awareness highlights the need for tailored support strategies. Effective interventions, including a multisensory approach, the use of braille and tactile graphics, optimal seating and lighting arrangements, and assistive technology can greatly enhance learning opportunities for these individuals. By implementing appropriate support and utilizing assistive devices, educators and caregivers can help learners with visual impairments achieve their full potential in inclusive educational environment.